Hi guys, welcome back to La Beauty's World with your favorite curly girl here, back with a Moisture Monday video. How are you guys? It's good to see you, good to talk to you. I'm doing good this week. I'm just really focusing on taking my time. You know, a lot of times, and last week I told you guys that I'm trying to really allow God to use me, and I'm trying to really invite him into every area of my life. And in doing so, he's revealed to me like my habits and the things that I do. But now I'm trying to like relax, like calm down before I do anything. But yeah, let's get right to it. If you have not already, I need you to subscribe to this channel. I need you to like the videos, comment on the videos. Moisture Mondays are conversation Mondays as well. So not only am I deep conditioning my hair and reviewing different deep conditioners, I'm having conversations with you guys, and I'm talking about real issues, and I'm being open and vulnerable with you guys. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead. Once again, subscribe to this channel, like, comment. Where my camera at? I don't know why I do that. It is the TXTR by Cantu Strengthen and Restore Moisture Mask. Can you guys see it? There you go. I'm super excited. I've never tried this product. I've had this product for at least 2 weeks. No, it's been more than 2 weeks, almost a month, and I just haven't reached for it. But I reached for it today, and we're gonna try it today. So first off, ooh, I might like it. It's thick, y'all. It's like thick, like thick. Y'all know I love me some thick, deep conditioner. I'm excited to try this. So I went ahead and washed my hair this morning and did the rice water treatment and did put regular conditioner in it. It wasn't a deep conditioner, but this is how my hair is looking. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to this deep condition though, because my hair needs the moisture. So like always, I'm gonna spritz my hair down real good because it's dry. It's been about 2-3 hours since I maybe 4 hours. Did I do it? Oh Lord. But yeah, it's been maybe 3 hours since I got out of the shower. And of course, this is warm water, y'all. Always, especially all of my low porosity La Beauties, we have to use warm water because it opens up our cuticles a little bit more. So whatever we have, the product can sink into and do its job. So this is warm water. Y'all look, my hair is thicker. I don't know. Don't give me the line. Wait, I gotta see. But I just feel like my hair is so thick for some reason. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. We gonna see the results. We gonna see on the rice water Wednesday. And also, if you guys have not seen my first rice water video, I will link that in the description, so you guys can go and check it out and see all my good tips and trips and how I made it. And, you know, just my results, and track me. I'm doing it for a month. Every Wednesday, I'll be posting the Rice Water Wednesday video. This hair is looking a little good. It's looking a little wet, which is how we need it. Okay, that's enough. So let's see about this deep conditioner, y'all. I'm nervous, but I think it's gonna be good. I don't know about Cantu products. That's my issue, honestly. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know about Cantu products. They never work for me. But this one, I have a feeling that this one might work. My hair loves deep, thick, creamy conditioners, and this is literally that. Like, do y'all see that? Like, the topic of conversation today is one night last night, I was writing in my journal and just like focusing on what my struggle is right now, or what this week, I'm not gonna lie, like I've been really struggling with being a young Christian woman with a relationship with God and balancing that with the world. And what I mean the world, we see people doing all these challenges. We see people out here living their life, doing their best. I don't want to say wearing tight clothes, more revealing clothes, more sexy type things. And as a young Christian woman, I feel like, and a young Christian woman who, I'm an influencer. I have to, and it's not even about me being an influencer. That's just one part of the situation. But just, I know there's girls out here in general just wanting to be it, like wanting to be in, wanting to be, a part of this world. And where do we fit in as young Christian ladies? And how do we fit in? Or how do we even, now I don't want to fit in. Let me make that clear. I'm not trying to fit in with nobody. I don't care about being by myself. I have come to a position in my life to where it's never about me fitting in, but I do need to captivate. I do need to be able to reach different people. I do need to be able to be transparent. And in doing so, how do I maintain my relationship? Because most people, when they think of Christianity, they're like, oh, you can't do this because you're Christian. Oh, you can't do that because you're Christian. And it's not even that I can't do anything because I'm Christian. It's I respect my relationship with God. And I respect his opinion about me. When you're in a relationship with a man, which I hate to even bring this up because life is more about than just a freaking man. Like life is about more than that. As a woman, like we don't even need to talk about that all the darn time. But anyway, that's what I'm going to use today. When you're in a relationship with a man, if he asked you not to do something, you respect what he asked you not to do. Or, you talk about it. So you guys both feel comfortable in the situation because you value that situation. You value being in that relationship with that person. And it's the same exact way with God. It's not a restriction. God will never restrict you to anything. He'll never say, you can't do this or you can't do that. He'll lead you and guide you because he loves you and cares for you. But it's not a restriction. It's up to you as a young lady, as a human being, to set boundaries. And this is what I came up with when I was writing down questions to myself. I wrote down questions and I wrote down answers. And as a young lady, I came up with the conclusion that it's up to me to set those boundaries and just realize what I will do and will not do to respect my relationship with God. And I struggled with it for a while. Like I said, I wouldn't have wrote it down if it wasn't a struggle of mine. But I struggled with it. I was like, God, I want to get up here and, twerk a little bit. Like, I want to get up here and curse when I get upset. Like, I want to get up here and wear whatever I want to wear and be in the club. And if you do those things, listen, I'm not saying anything is wrong with you. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. I want to talk about it. Let's be honest about it. I have done it before. And I probably will do it again. I'm not going to lie. But it's just about your relationship with God and what you're willing to do and what you're willing not to do. And some things I'm just not willing to do anymore because I value my relationship with God. I value who he is to me. I value what he's gonna do in my life. I value what he's created me to do, my purpose. So that was one of the conclusions that I came up with. And two, the other conclusion that I came up with that I wanted to talk about was, know that God loves you and he knows that you're a human being and he knows that you were born into sin and he knows that, you're not perfect. So it's never up to you to try to be perfect, but it's the only thing I feel like is required is a little bit of honesty. If you're not there yet, that's fine. It's fine. Perfectly fine. Nobody's judging you. God isn't even judging you. He will when you get before him in heaven, but God understands, and he knows that you're not perfect, and he knows that, you know, it's not easy. He knows it's not easy being here on this earth, being young, being a young lady, being a young gentleman. He knows the struggles, that it is. And that's part of the lesson that I had to learn, to invite him into situations. Invite him in, invite him into the situations. Invite him when you're struggling, when you personally feel like, okay, maybe this isn't the right decision for me. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now. When you feel that, invite him in. Let him teach you how to be. Let him teach you how to respect yourself, to love yourself, to care about yourself. Not that you don't now, but let him show you how to do it in a healthy way. And it just really blessed my soul that God, spoke to me, because I was struggling with it. I was like, God, this TikTok video got a little bit of cussing in it, and I don't want to I don't want to put cussing videos up, but I want to do this TikTok. So I just prayed about it that night. I prayed about it, and I wrote down some questions. I read my Bible, and those were the two main things that really stuck out to me, that God doesn't expect you to be perfect, one. And if you value your relationship with God, then you set your own boundaries on what you feel like is appropriate to do and what you feel like is not appropriate to do, and to respect that, the relationship that you have going on. I speak to God daily. It's just, that's how my relationship is growing with him right now. And I just really appreciated that. And then I thought about, I'm not the only young lady out here, struggling, and wanting to do these things. Like, let's talk about it. We want to be in a relationship. We want to have sex. We want to, do things. We just want to. It's of the world. And I don't think that it would be right of me to walk around with these concerns and not share them. So I just thank God for speaking with me, and I pray about my discussions with you guys. I pray about where I need to be in life, and what I need to do, and lining up with God. And it just blows my mind how real he is, and how he'll have a conversation with you. If you ask him, if you reveal it. And I literally tried this, which is, I shared it with you actually, like, letting him into every situation in your life. He will talk to you. He will talk to you. And I'm not talking, I'm not talking no weird talk. I'm talking, he will talk to you. He will put it in a way to where you understand, and to where you know that it's him. And I haven't always been like this. When I I literally just stopped. But I had a little joke with God. Like, I used to always, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with prophecy, but it's a communication from God into man to you. So a prophet, a pastor, when God tells somebody to tell you something that he, has for you, or something like that. But I used to always have to get prophesied to twice a day. Like, me and God had a joke. If you don't tell me twice, then it ain't real. And I literally told him that one time. And literally, I used to get the same, I'm a church girl, y'all. So I grew up going to church 3 and 4 times on a Sunday. That's how I grew up. I grew up going to church every day of the week, going to church 2 and 3 times, all the time. And I was in a position where I would go to church in the morning, and then I would go to church at night. And they were 2 different churches. And I would be like, God, if that was you, if I got prophesied to in the morning, or if God said something to me, I would always, and this is how bad my trust issues were. Like, it wasn't only with human, it was with God. And that's a whole different story. We could talk about that too. I had a trust issue with God, and that was, whew. But anyway, he taught me, and you know, he went through it every step of the way, you know, with me. And I just thank him for that. But I used to be like, God, listen, if you don't tell me the same thing twice, I don't believe it. If you don't tell me the same thing twice, I'm going to lay in my bed and think about it at night, you know? But, and I am not kidding. God would literally give me the same prophecy, twice in one Sunday. Like, if I got prophesied to in that morning, he would prophesy to me again that night. And it would be the exact same thing. And that's how I knew it was God for a while. That's how I knew it was him. And he just knew he knew me as his child. He knew me inside and out, and he met me where I was. And that's another thing God will do, you know, when you're not where you want to be in your relationship, he'll meet you where you are. When you're not where you want to be in your relationship with him, he'll meet you right where you are. And that's what he did with me. I used to question him all the time. I don't want to cry, but I used to question God all the time about everything he would tell me. And I would say, God, you know, like, tell it to me twice. If you don't tell it to me twice, then I'll wait. And that's how I was. And he told it to me twice. If it was something that he really meant and really needed me to get, twice. It would come 2 times, no problem. No stuttering, no nothing. And it would come from 2 different pastors at 2 total different times. The one pastor wasn't at the other church. It was 2 completely different situations. Here recently, God, it was just like, all right, honey, like, you're going to have to trust me now. Like, I'm not going to be telling you the same thing twice. But I need you to know, and I need you to trust me. And I appreciate that, because that was the next level for me. You know, like, that was me graduating from not trusting him. And it wasn't until recently, like this year, no, maybe like the end of last year to this year, that I am starting to get my trust right with God. And I didn't even realize that I didn't have my trust right with God. I mean, I knew it was some things that I wasn't confident in, like, hearing him. Like, I was confident because when he would tell me to do it and I did it, it would always be right on, like, it would always be right. But I also realized when he told me to do something and I didn't do it, I would see somebody else do it. And that was another way, like, of him teaching me, listen, I'm telling you to do something. Do it. And yeah, that's just part of my lesson, part of my journey with God. And I just really appreciate, you know, where we are in our relationship, for real, and how he's teaching me to trust him, and how he's teaching me to love myself for real. But that's all the time we have to talk today. I'm done. So what I'm gonna do is head and place my shower cap on, and then of course you guys know about my hot head thermal cap. 45 seconds. I have the hiccup, sorry. 45 seconds, and I'm going to put this on top, let it all heat and marinate, but I'll be back with my results. So I am back. I literally just rinsed out my hair. I left the conditioner in for about maybe an hour and a half. I got caught up watching TV with my mom. But here are the results. And guys, I loved this deep conditioner. I wasn't expecting to, but my hair is like really soft. The curls are popping. And I just really like deep conditioner. It has a not a strong smell, but it has a good enough smell. Like I said before, I did a rice water treatment on my scalp, so we know those do not smell good. So it definitely took that smell away. And yeah, here are my results. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a regular leave-in conditioner, a little gel on top of it. I might coil my hair. Yeah, let that be the style of the week. But I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you later. Bye.